What's up, YouTube? Today I got this 99 Dodge Durango. I'm going to be showing you how to replace the wheel cylinders today because they're leaking. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so I can continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. So let's get started. Now the first thing obviously you need to do is take your wheel off, and then once you take your wheel off, you're going to want to pull your drum off. Just wiggle it back and forth. If it doesn't want to come off, just hit it a couple times with a hammer, of course. Just come on the sides, bing, 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 like that, and it should break it loose. Usually what causes it to stick is a little rust buildup right there around the hub face. And as you can see, all that moisture right there. See that? And the other side was leaking a lot worse. I already did the other side. But you don't want to do just one. You always want to do wheel cylinders in pairs. So I've already got the part. Let's do this. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is break loose your brake line. On the back side here. It's probably going to be a 3/8 or a 10 millimeter. I'm using a 10 on it. Now you're going to lose some brake fluid. So what I do is I'll take like a pinch off tool, a plastic one, nothing metal, and I'll pinch off the rubber line that feeds to these steel lines right there. That way it doesn't lose all the brake fluid. You're probably going to lose whatever's in the lines from there to here. You don't want to run the system dry because you get a lot of air in it. If you do that, you're going to get air in it regardless, but you'll get a lot more air in it if you let it run out of fluid. Just keep wrenching her out. So you can get your fingers on it and wrench it the rest of the way, or pull it the rest of the way out. Kind of lean it to the side there. Now, if it seems like it wants to start rounding off on that line, get you a line wrench. 3/8 will work on that, or a 10. All right. Now, on the back side of this wheel cylinder, the bolts that hold it on are a 13 millimeter, and a half inch socket will probably work too. These are short bolts. There's not many threads on them. As you can see. Oh, don't want to drop it. I'd have caught that. My lightning fast ninja skills. Kind of set those aside. Let me go ahead and reverse the direction on that. Alright, now pay attention because I'm showing you how to do this without pulling these springs and the shoes. Now I'm not sure if I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am doing a tool giveaway. If y'all notice, a couple prior videos ago I did a video on that. I got 50 more subscribers to hit before I do the random tool giveaway. So if y'all already subscribed, great. If you got friends that haven't subscribed, let them know. Because you might have the potential to win the tool that I posted, which is a brake caliper reset tool. Now you might have to kind of pry on the wheel cylinder because it's been in there for a minute. Just kind of pry my shoes to the side right there just to get them out of the way of these pins. Now these pins you're going to be reusing. You don't get them with the new wheel cylinders. Now there's no left or right pin. It don't matter what side you put them on, but I like to wipe off all that debris. Do not lose these. These are impossible to find. I've tried. I know. I've lost one before. Alright, on your wheel cylinders, you're going to have a left and right. Pull this little rubber boot out of there that protects the threads. See how it's got an angle right there where the line threads into? Well, the other side is on the other side. So you really can't put them on wrong. Because the brake line's not going to even go in if you try. You just fist that bad boy in there. Push your pins in. Your guide pins here. I'll go ahead and do this side since that spring's kind of in the way, and we'll do this side second because I got plenty of room right there. The spring's not blocking it. Alright, now before you start putting your bolts in for the wheel cylinder, get that line started so you can wiggle this around. Because once you tighten that wheel cylinder, you're not going to have any kind of wiggle room to start that line. And we'll deal with that pin in a minute. Once you know you got this line started, which I do, let's go ahead and throw our bolts in. Wiggle that wheel cylinder around so you get those bolts started. Same on the other side here. Alright, I'm started on both. Let's go ahead and get that pin in there. Get this side to pop out on me. I think it's lined up. Yeah, the groove is on the shoe, so what we do now is just push the shoe down. Let me get my screwdriver here. Once I hammer it down, making sure that stays seated. Now notice this arm right here popped out of that groove. So that's what's hindering you here. So let's pull back on this again, prying it back, seat that arm back into the groove on that shoe. Wonder why it wouldn't go down. There, see how it just seated? Now that everything's lined up right, boom. Just like that. To avoid taking all that crap off. Now we're gonna, unless you're changing the shoes, but these shoes are still very thick and the wheel cylinders did not leak onto the shoes. Now if that brake fluid gets on the shoes, you're going to want to change them. Trying to get that brake fluid off them shoes is almost impossible. And what's going to happen is, just snug them down, don't get crazy on them, you don't want to break them. Is that brake fluid on the shoes is going to cause them to stick and grab. You don't want that. It's a safety issue. Snug that line down real good. Now, pop off your little bleeder screw grommet here. Open your bleeder screw. A few turns there. Take your little brake line tool off so fluid can flow. And as soon as that wheel cylinder starts dripping real good, once it starts dripping, and give it about another 30-45 seconds of dripping, making sure the master cylinder don't run low. And then lock it down. It should be bled out. I gravity bleed all the time without using an assistant. Now, if you let the brake fluid run completely out, you probably will need an assistant to help you bleed them. But you shouldn't when you just gravity bleed it like this. And I'm not going to sit here and make y'all wait. You get the gist. Once it starts dripping, a couple drips, let it do it about another 35-45 seconds, both sides obviously, because I changed both. Top off your brake fluid, make sure you got a good pedal. Put your drum back on. Now if your shoes need to be adjusted, if they're loose, go ahead and turn your little wheel down here. Counterclockwise it looks like. Bring your shoes out some. Dump the dust out of your drum. A little too tight. So we're just going to back it off, going clockwise. Probably didn't even need to be adjusted, but I was just showing y'all how to do it. Good time to do it when you got all this off. Yeah, they were already pretty good. There we go. You just want them barely touching the drum. See, we're dripping now. And I don't see any air, so you'll see little bubbles if it has air in it still. Go ahead and lock that bad boy down. Your 10mm here. Put your little dust boot back on, keep dirt and stuff from getting in there. And that's how you do it. Anyways, I hope this video has been informative. Y'all please check like down below. Y'all have a good day. Please subscribe. Peace out.